Okay, Rafi, so the first car we're going to talk about is the Tata Nexon EV.
Yes.
Okay, so we drove the Tata Tigor. I did a test drive last year. We did a video on it, and I guess it was a bit underwhelming. The range was low. It was 140 kilometers, so it seemed like it was. We have high expectations now, from these cars. And Tata was not helping matters by feeding all kinds of fake stories to the media that they were developing the Pixel, they were developing the Altros, this and that.
E-Nano.
Yeah, exactly, the E-Nano. And while all this was going on, in the background, turns out that their team was working on the Nexon all along. So that was, that sort of came out of the blue and surprised us.
Right.
And then they had the launch recently. And I mean, we all just
attended.
Yeah, which Rafi attended with Amit, and he's going to talk more about that. So yeah, really looking forward to the Nexon EV.
So we were not very confident about Tata. You're right. We thought that with all these hypothetical cars being launched, what you mentioned, the Pixel, the Megapixel, the E-Nano, and we were wondering whether they would ever have any real EVs, whether there was a Plug in India show episode that we did and we blasted them for not having an EV vision. We're very happy to learn that that's not so. They've got an entire division in Tata which is looking out for EVs. They have an EV vision and they presented it to us when we spoke to many people at Tata, when we spoke to them at their Pune installation, and here at the event when the CEO spoke to us and various different officials from various different departments spoke to us about how they had a comprehensive EV vision. So it's good to see this kind of development happening.
Right. And that was a very exciting event. So tell us your first-hand opinions about that.
Oh yes, so it was a very
corporate
kind of affair. There was lots of lights and sounds, and the car came onto the middle of the stage.
Right.
And, the people who designed the car came up.
Nice.
And they gave us their the problem definition that had been given to them by Tata.
Right.
That they have to solve for Indian road conditions.
Yes.
That they have to solve for problems that Indians face, and that was kind of refreshing.
So what else did you observe?
Well, all that drama was definitely there. We also observed that the media was strangely quiet. They didn't have many relevant questions to ask them because because we spoke to a couple of the media journalists over there and they said we are very new to electric vehicles. So Tata did mention that they wanted to get on to the awareness aspect of this as well, because they're also acutely aware that people don't know at all the virtues and the values of what an electric vehicle is all about.
Let's talk a little bit about the specs of the car. So one thing that stands out about the vehicle is the range, 300 kilometers.
300 kilometers, yeah.
And that's very heartening to see because the industry seems to have finally moved on from low range EVs. Because I have an E2O 120 kilometers, you have an E2O 120 kilometers, 100 kilometers, that's right. Mahindra E-Barito, all these vehicles this offer low range, and now finally we have real cars like the Kona, MG Hector, so on, that offer 200 plus kilometers range.
Exactly.
But it should be clarified that I don't think that the car will actually give full 300 kilometers. Real world, based on what we've observed and based on what we know, I think it would give a range of about 250 kilometers or so in the city and about 210-ish on the highway.
On the highway at higher speeds, So overall, Abhishek, I think liquid cooling in electric car batteries is really good news. They need to be at a constant temperature, 24 to 32 band, depending on the chemistry.
Right.
And liquid cooling will make this a lot more efficient, prevent degradation as well. So as far as the E2O is concerned, it's got LFP battery chemistry, which is much more tolerant to higher temperatures. And we've seen people using these batteries for more than 7 years, for more than 1 lakh kilometers, and it's been good.
Right, but the Nexon doesn't have that.
No, the Nexon has got NMC based chemistry, which is not as tolerant to heat.
Right.
So what we need here is a much more robust cooling solution with the Ziptron technology, the liquid cooling part. We think they've got that covered.
It needs to be kept at 24 degrees Celsius
24 degrees Celsius.
Have optimum performance.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay, so another thing that pops out for me is that they've given a massive warranty. No other electric car manufacturer has done this. 8 years or 160,000 kilometers.
And that is just fantastic to me, because it that seems to indicate that the company expects you to drive that much and to actually own the car for that long.
Exactly.
So that shows a great deal of confidence in the Nexon.
Right. On stage, they said it's a lifetime car.
Right.
I mean, the batteries will last you for the life of the car. When I questioned them about the degradation, they said, don't worry, the degradation can be controlled and it will last you for the life of the car.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. So Hyundai also offers this 8-year warranty.
Right.
If they had not done it, do you think Tata would have done it?
No, because none of the others actually did.
Right.
So I think thank you Hyundai for
Yeah.
upping the level
Yeah.
and making this happen.
Yeah. Thank you, Hyundai and Tata.
And Tata.
Let's talk a bit about the design.
Sure.
A lot of people said the car resembles the Range Rover. But the thing is, it actually has an official design aesthetic that I think you know a great deal about because you
Right.
attended the event. So
Right.
tell us a bit about that.
Sure, Abhishek. This is what they call the tri-arrow design feature.
Okay.
And they've got this new design language that they call the Impact 2.0 design language. And it permeates throughout the car. It's on the exterior, it's on the interiors. Even the staff uses zip drives which have that design on it.
Wow.
So it's all around.
True commitment.
Yep. And it seems functional.
Right.
Like for instance, in the front grille, it lets air through, and
Yeah.
they've got a lattice with these three lines which are at 120 degrees to each other, and they've got a double layered lattice which lets air through. And on the seats, you've got the fabric which has that design built into it, which again allows the seat to breathe. And in the rear lights, for instance, you've got that again 3 arrows coming, and you can differentiate between the brake light, the tail light, and the pass indicator and the turn indicator. So this way they have built the feature into the car in every possible place, along with a teal blue color, which they have discovered is a fantastic color for electric vehicles.
Right.
And they've got it from the peacock, a national bird. And their team picked it up from there somehow. And they've implemented throughout the car in all the small little edges and all the places around the AC ducting and around the grille and everywhere. So you can see this new design aesthetic. Also, Abhishek, it looks like they are going along with the CCS2 charging system, AC and DC charging.
Right.
And this is what MG Motors is doing, this is what Hyundai is doing. So it looks like going ahead, all the electric vehicle companies will be CCS2 compliant.
Basically, we're heading towards a consistent standard.
Yes.
Okay. So the price of the car has not been announced yet. They are offering test drives starting in January, and when the price will be announced close to the launch date.
Yeah, it's surprising that people have already booked. So many people
Yeah.
are very happy they're saying with the booking.
Yeah. So I guess it's good that the level of enthusiasm is so
Yeah.
high. So Rafe, a note on the pricing. The base version of the ICE Tata Nexon costs 8.48 lakh, and the top end version costs 13.19
True.
lakh. And the base version, the petrol version of the Mahindra XUV 300, that starts at 9.27 lakh.
Right.
And the premium version goes for 14.07 lakhs.
Exactly, and that's quite a difference. The Nexon seems to be 5 or 6 lakhs more expensive
Right.
than the higher end variants of the diesel and petrol versions.
Exactly.
But we do believe that you can pay that much of a premium and still make a profit. Because Plug-in India had this article on the website where we blogged about it,
Yeah.
that the sheer amount of savings that you make by not utilizing petrol, not considering the fact that you don't go to a service station, less maintenance and trouble-free and easier
Right.
lifestyle and better to drive, all of that apart, if you just
Yeah.
look at the money. So say you're driving 15,000 kilometers in a year, within 5 years you'll make 5 or 6 lakh rupees back just by the sheer savings on petrol alone or diesel alone.
Right. So the ball is entirely in Tata's court now. We hope that they will decide to price the car reasonably. Okay, so very quickly, what I like about the car is the 8-year warranty and also the range. Both of them are very nice. What I don't like about the car, now here's the thing, I'm a small car guy and I really don't think we need more SUVs cluttering our congested, horribly polluted, bad roads in bad condition. So I would much prefer a smaller car with the same range or almost the same range. And also, obviously, the high price that comes with an SUV. I would have preferred a sub 10 lakh car that is also compact.
Wow, Tata Motors have surprised me with the smoke screens that they've been throwing in the media while working on the real deal of this time. Now, when I bought the E2 in 2013, the decision was easy. The Reva electric car company had a pedigree of creating electric cars for 10 plus years, so I could trust them completely. With the Nexon being the first car under the Ziptron platform, can Tata Motors provide quick service and turnaround times in case of issues in the drivetrain, cells, electronic components, etc. Having met the R&D team, I think they can offer good service. The rest is dependent on training provided to local teams. I'm impressed by the connectivity features. I'm still not sure if the car will be truly connected. Will Tata improve the drivetrain with updates, and will the Ziptron platform get better as the car ages? I need to know about this. All in all, a promising offering by Tata Motors that is a game changer for Indian electric car market if priced at 15 lakhs.
Personally, I feel the car has excellent range. I don't need to buy a second car or have another long range car. This is it. With quick charging on the highways, I'm set. It's got a lot of space. I can have 5 people comfortable. I have a family of 5. There's a lot of boot space. We can put things inside, baggages, wheelchairs, whatever we want. That's a good thing. And the design aesthetic. I like the fact that they have integrated this design feature, the tri-star thing, the tri-star design feature everywhere. And it's functional. It's not just beautiful. It serves a purpose. So these are the things that appeal to me about the Tata Nexon. And the price, instinctively, because I'm used to hearing prices of petrol vehicles, seems high. But the moment I think about it, I know it's a good price. It's a real